skyline of Orlando seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, since Devin Booker's been in the pros, he's been able to show his ability to create. He said at Kentucky, all I shot was catch and shoot threes. I was fitting in with my team, playing off of others. But my dad always taught me the fundamentals. I don't want to rely on one thing. Being good at everything is how you earn your spot on the floor. Devin?
He's doing it all, DA. Thanks. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Utah. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And looking at Orlando, they're just right now outperforming those preseason predictions. And that's because they're getting help from some unlikely sources.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Shaq Diallo is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. DJ Augustine out there with Terrence Ross, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Halfway through the season here, Brent, how do coaching staffs shake things up and keep things fresh over the long 82-game season?
I think coaches who are really smart, Kevin, can be a bit programmable where they're looking ahead at the schedule and saying there are blocks of games here in which we might try to change some of our defensive schemes, maybe over this 10-game stretch or 5-game stretch. Or
to keep things fresh or
oh,
to...
Yeah, because you can only do it on the mental side. As much as we talked about guys getting rested and sitting out games for maintenance issues and load management and those kind of things, the tweaks that you can make on the floor in terms of a couple of new sets on offense or defensively, let's make this challenge for the next few months, will grow the foundation of what coaching staffs are capable of doing with that team as they go on.
Now here's Diallo. Following the miss by Aaron Gordon. Back to Rubio. Dishes it to Ayton. That one, no good. Great D that time from Vucevic. Now, here's Isaac, covered by Oubre. And Vucevic throws it down.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Augustine against Rubio. Kicks it out to Booker. There's the triple. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Here's Augustine. Ross trying to break loose. Here's Vucevic. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Oubre, good.
Got to know the scouting report. You do not want Kelly Oubre to establish confidence in catch and shoot chances. Knocks it down.
Augustine against Rubio. And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Now here's Vucevic. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Clock at 2. Gordon.
So far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Oubre on the wing. Pass to Diallo. The 3. Oubre can't get it to go.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. With some arc. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Augustine against Rubio. Now here's Isaac. 9 points last game out. To the inside. Ross, that's good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And here's Booker. Ross with the steal. Ross on the wing. And stolen by Diallo. Booker finds Rubio. Inside, Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, the big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against the Wizards.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
The Magic making a switch here. Fultz has checked in. The Suns have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Rubio outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. Trailing by 2.
And it was made clear early on to Ricky Rubio that the Jazz were moving on from him. But Rubio quickly finds a home in Phoenix. 3-year deal for Rubio, who is a good fit with the Suns. Having a real point guard on the team like Rubio should be a huge boost.
Now here's Rubio. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. To the paint, 6 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Devin Booker, where would the Suns offense be without him?
Probably bottom of the league if no Devin Booker slides on that Suns jersey. One of the purest shooters in the league and one of the most phenomenal young scorers that's come along maybe since Kevin Durant.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Orlando trailing here. Now Fultz. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Fultz is not just looking to score the ball. He also is equally engaged in terms of facilitating for his teammates.
Now here's Rubio. Ayton, the pass to Diallo. The teardrop falls in.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Now here's Fultz, covered by Rubio. Here's Isaac. From outside, off the mark. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Oubre can't get it to go.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
For Phoenix, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Rubio right side. Oubre outside. Booker outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Magic shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Gordon kicks to Isaac. Great D that time from Oubre.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And it's Rubio. That time on the assist by Booker. Rubio's got 5 now.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Fultz the pass to Gordon. Back to Fultz. Oubre with the steal. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Magic trail by 5. Ross with it. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Vucevic. Back to Ross. Pulls up. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Fultz. Booker the pass to Ayton. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. Orlando making some changes. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Isaac. And Fournier subbed in for Ross. Sharge checked in for Phoenix. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. With social media, extended TV coverage, lots of distractions for these players, Brent. But some do a terrific job of blocking all that out and keeping their focus.
I think the roles and responsibilities of teams is changing around exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. You have to have people within your organization that help these players understand where it is that they have to focus most. And that is your job on the floor. And so really good organizations are educating the players on that. They're not just relying on the agents or outside sources. Teams are trying to get in there and impact guys at a young age to make sure that, as you said, that noise is not part of their beginning part of their career.
Can't make it a distraction. 3 on the clock. Johnson for 3. The shot comes out, and Orlando the other way now. To end the cold streak, Fournier. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Kaminsky. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Ayton. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside. And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
Fultz the pass to Aminu. Back to Fultz. To the middle, and stolen by Ayton. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Now it's a 7-point Suns lead.
Now Johnson can be a very effective combo guard when he sees the floor and he fires passes like that to his teammates.
Here's Birch. He had 10 points in the win against Washington. Aminu, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. And Tyler Johnson, a guy that can come off the bench and explode in terms of some scoring and change the pace of the game.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton.
And Johnson's been putting in the hours to get more and more consistent from the free throw line.
Now here's Aminu. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Phoenix leading by 7. Charge in the corner. Back to Johnson. Back to Sharch over Aminu. The shot by Sharch, no good. And with the roll change for Johnson, Brent, he adjusted well.
He did adjust well, and now here in Phoenix, you wonder how the new coaching staff is going to use him. He's a change of pace player, left-handed, strong and aggressive. Be interesting to see how this year he makes some jumps in his game.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
That free throw good from Aminu.
Becoming more of a factor these days on the offensive end. Aminu, once the 8th overall player taken in a draft, getting to the line a little more often.
Two free throws for Aminu.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Suns leading by 5. Johnson, the pass to Baines. Back to Johnson. Shoots from 14. The shot by Sharch, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Fournier against Johnson. Here's Fultz. Misses the three. Phoenix has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. And it's Johnson penetrating. It's blocked. Here's Fournier. Second chance shot from 7. And the jumper is good. Fournier's got his second bucket tonight.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
1:04 left to play here in the first. Now here's Johnson. Tight defense on him. There's the pass to Kaminsky. Clock at 4. Here's Sharch. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Suns lead by 5.
They are just killing them on the interior.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Fultz. Baines with the block.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Sharch falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Now here's Fultz. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Bamba. Knocks down the 10-footer. Johnson with it. Takes the 3. Aminu grabs the miss. It could go, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Phoenix ahead, leading by 5. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. Versatility is so important in today's NBA. That works just fine for combo guard Tyler Johnson.
I don't really limit myself to one position. I feel like I can guard both positions. Being able to do that, I feel like I'll have the capability to fill in when needed.
And with all the switching we see teams, Greg, employing right now, that defensive versatility is highly prized, highly valuable.
And Johnson, an excellent athlete. He's got the tools to impact the game both offensively and defensively.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu, and there's Mohamed Bamba, and it's Birch in at the 4 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
And the dunk by Bamba.
And that 7'9" wingspan on full display there. Bamba swooping in with authority.
Suns leading by 8. Now, here's Bridges. 6 points for him. That's tipped. Pass to Augustine. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
And here's Augustine after Mikal Bridges hitting the 3. Just 5 to shoot. Birch the pass to Bamba. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Yep, that one goes. Johnson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
You have to respect the quickness of Tyler Johnson. Remarkable at leaking out there and getting free in transition.
Here's Augustine. Baines with the block. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Magic. Phoenix also making some changes. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Kaminsky. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Johnson. Gordon kicks to Aminu. Another miss by Orlando.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Here's Bamba. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9½", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
No good on that one. Right, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Terrence Ross comes in for Fournier. Now, here's Rubio. He's got 5. Ball's knocked loose. The feed to Baines. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Vucevic. Bridges with it. Bamba picks him up. They're running. And here's Booker from the arc. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Magic trail by 10. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Here's Augustine. It's hauled in by Diallo. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Augustine against Rubio. Passes it to Booker. Clock at 6. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Here's Rubio. Phoenix no good that time either. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Ross passes to Bamba. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And you see Bamba on the offensive end. Very raw, but has potential, particularly from this range.
Ross against Booker. He dishes it to Rubio. To the inside. Shots good by Baines. Baines has got his first basket.
you can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Ross. What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Now, here's Rubio. He's got 5. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Baines with the block. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. Here's Bridges. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity. Well, a promising start last year from Mikal Bridges. The offense was there, but it was his impact defensively that has really gotten most people's attention. A lot of great tools for a young player.
Booker outside. Goes back up. And Ayton with the layup. Ayton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Augustine looking around. Here's Ross. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And with Bridges and his defense, Greg, coaches speak very highly of his basketball IQ.
And that is why, as a rookie, he would often get assigned to guard the toughest perimeter player. Good size and great instincts make him one of the best young defenders on the team.
The Suns making a switch here. Oubre's checked in.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. There's the call. It's a foul on Orlando.
And, you know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
Now here is Augustine. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington. Outside Gordon. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Booker with no one around, and Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
You can see Ayton does a good job of just picking a line and running the court that time.
And here's Augustine. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Gordon. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Vucevic dishes to Gordon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
Markelle Fultz has checked in for Orlando. Now here's Rubio. 6 points for him. Down low, here's Diallo, and it's blocked by Gordon. Pass to Ross. Rebound by the Suns. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Here's Ayton. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds. Guys, can't forget about the fundamentals.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Fultz, covered by Rubio. Fultz kicks to Ross. And it's blocked.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there is always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Here's Rubio following the score by Aaron Gordon. Rubio looking it over. And the three off target.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
For Orlando, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. The first free throw is good.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Sharge checked in for Phoenix. Johnson comes in for Ricky Rubio. Both good from the line that time. Now Johnson. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Sharge. And no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. Fultz with the ball. Johnson's there.
And you got to prevent Fultz from getting all the way to the rim. Once he sees an open lane, he just attacks it. He is absolutely relentless.
Suns leading by 12. Here's Johnson. Six on the shot clock. The pass to Ayton. Shoots over Vucevic. Off the left rim and out. The Magic shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. Ross with it. Now guarded by Booker. No good from Ross. Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Here's Johnson following the bucket by Orlando. Pass to Ayton. The dish to Booker. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Fultz.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
Here's Ross. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Magic have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. That free throw good from Ross. So for the Magic, Ken Burge is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Aminu comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And Fournier subbed in for Markelle Fultz. And the Suns making a change here as well. Kaminsky's checked in. And so he hits both. 1:22 left in the first half. Johnson with it. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. To stop the drought, connects, the jumper drops. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Now here's Ross. He had 22 points in the win against Washington.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year combo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Johnson with the bounce pass. Ayton finds Booker. No good that time. Great D that time from Vucevic. For 3, Ross. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Johnson's a very good defender if he uses that kind of speed, so he stayed right with his man.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Ricky. Bench has always been an issue here. When they produce like they did in the first half, how does that help you?
It's amazing. That means like we have a deep bench, and then a lot of work from the staff, from the everybody of the team, like doing extra work and winning games.
Trying to change the culture around here. Thanks, Ricky. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They were on a nice little roll in that opening period as they got their lead up as high as 7 points. And guys, for the Suns, and over to Shaq, what did you think about Phoenix?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And over to Kenny. How about what you saw from the Magic?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Terrence Ross with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. 8-point game. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Diallo. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Booker finds Rubio. Vucevic against Ayton. Passes it to Diallo. Over Gordon. And the shot is long.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
High post Vucevic. Ayton's there. Here's Ross. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. A nice shot by Booker.
Devin Booker up there in usage rate. Usually one of the top 5 players in the NBA, and right there you can see why.
Now here is Augustine. Pass to Vucevic. Fades away. And there it is for him. Vucevic has got 6.
They're loving the confidence. Just rise and be free. And you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
Here's Ayton. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got 11 rebounds in the game. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Phoenix leading by 6. Bounce pass, Rubio. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Rubio against Augustine. Goes up at the stripe.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
You saw it by that putback there. He's just completely locked in. They're getting full contributions from him right now.
And the basket by Rubio.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now here is Augustine. To the inside. Fades and shoots. Almost, but it rolls out. Suns leading by 10. Oubre outside. It's Rubio, top of the key. From downtown. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense. And he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Booker outside. Out to the right wing. Ayton finds Booker. The shot from the low post is good. Booker's got 6 points.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Rubio against Augustine. And the pass to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Here's Vucevic. It's hauled in by the Suns. Diallo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Orlando. Fournier comes in for Ross. And then for Phoenix, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And it's Bridges in for Kelly Oubre. Bridges passes to Baines. He kicks it to Booker. And it's off from 3-point range. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Basket counts. He's got 9.
Hard to leave any NBA player that wide open from that distance.
Now here's Rubio. He's got 13. Pass to Baines. Over to the wing. Here's Diallo. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba. Booker up top. Just 5 on the clock. Nails the 16-footer. And here's Augustine. Passes it to Vucevic. Back to Augustine. Drills it from outside. Augustine's got his second basket of the night.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Pass to Booker. Here's Baines. Now the pass to Diallo. The second chance effort. That shot no good.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Loving the toughness there from Bamba. Just needs to keep proving that he's not to be messed with.
Monty Williams, in his first stint with the Phoenix Suns, was a sought-after hire as a front office personnel member, was with the Spurs before going to Philadelphia, and has been a head coach in the league. Remember his days back in New Orleans with the Pelicans and a young Anthony Davis. So Monty, experienced, and is going to bring that to the desert.
Bridges misses. The Magic trail by 8. Outside Fournier. Here's Augustine. Here's Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. The unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
And that experience you're talking about with Monty Williams, it's why the Suns wanted him.
Well, Monty's experience in a lot of levels in this league, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, being in the front office, part of player development. That's an amazing calming influence for this young Phoenix Suns team to grow with.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Kem Birch comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Aminu in for Gordon.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
And sort of known for that crazy length, Bamba's also extremely bright. Got offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard.
Now, here's Bridges. Back to Šarić. Shoots over Bamba. Phoenix, no good that time either. And here's Aminu. He brings it up for the Magic. They trail by 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Magic have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Augustine. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now Johnson. He has 6. Pass to Baines. Now Kaminsky. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Šarić. Sinks the 15-footer. Šarić has got 8 points. Orlando with the ball. 6-point game. Here's Augustine. He has 7. Passes to Aminu. Kicks it to Fournier. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. Fournier with the ball. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Here's Šarić. Aminu grabs the miss. The Magic trail by 6. Pass to Birch. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Go into the rack with energy
and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And here are the Suns now. The Magic hitting the bucket. On the wing, Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kaminsky. And Baines kicks to Saric. Bridges passes to Kaminsky. Back to Bridges. Here's Johnson. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Right wing. Near the three-point line, it's Augustine, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
Aminu has some all-around abilities, and I like to see him get going on offense.
Johnson surveying the floor. For the three. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Well, when you look at the skill set of Tyler Johnson, he really is the epitome of a catalyst. Comes in full energy every time, and if he's hitting his shots, you just ride that wave of scoring.
Ayton, he's checked in for Phoenix. Doubled by Bridges. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Suns with the ball. The Suns leading. And with Johnson, Greg, you never know how on his shot will be day to day.
And that's okay. Teams need a player who can carry them off the bench when they get it going. Johnson is a bit of a microwave that heats up immediately, but if he's cold, you simply drop back the minutes for that game.
Here's Ayton. Hits the outside fadeaway. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
And Augustine kicks to Aminu. The pass to Birch. Fournier with the ball. Now, here's Bamba. He's got 13, and the basket is good. And it's 6 points for Evan Fournier.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Ayton. Kaminsky kicks to Bridges. And here is Kaminsky. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Suns lead by 5.
It does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Here's Birch. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Pass to Aminu. Augustine against Johnson. Aminu, the pass to Birch. Over Kaminsky. The shot by Birch, no good. Suns leading by 5. Here's Bridges. No good on the shot. Nice D from Fournier. Augustine with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Bamba finds Augustine. From 11 feet away, some solid defense from Ayton. They play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
The shot by Saric, no good. Magic shooting 40% from the field. Fournier dishes to Bamba. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Suns. Saric looking around. He kicks it to Kaminsky. Stolen by Bamba. Pass to Aminu. Lays it up off the glass. Aminu's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, there's the combined strength and athleticism of Aminu, able to finish through contact.
Johnson for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Suns lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So on the floor for Orlando, Fournier out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Birch in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Well, Phoenix shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. Inside. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
And that one misses. Well, the development for DeAndre Ayton is going to be all about the pick and roll, both how he runs it and defends it.
I agree, Kevin. If he works with Devin Booker out there as an offensive threat and becomes a guy who can roll with good hands and finish, that's a key for their offense. And you look at his size defensively, he can be imposing.
The Suns trailing. Sharge outside. And the pass to Booker. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Al-Farouq Aminu. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Fournier passes to Vucevic. Some solid defense from Šarić. Vucevic has gone 3 for 8 tonight from the field. Oubre, good. And the Suns lead by 1.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Now here's Vucevic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Devin Booker.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second.
He's shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Rubio, the pass to Oubre. Pass to Šarić. Kicks to Booker. Ayton inside. Vucevic defending. Count it. 16 points for DeAndre Ayton.
The skills growing maybe right in front of our eyes here for DeAndre Ayton.
Fournier dishes to Gordon. It's Fournier on the wing, defended by Booker. And right through it goes. Fournier's got it all tied up now for the Magic. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Šarić outside for 3. Booker. The shot off that time. And Orlando the other way now. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Here's Rubio. The Magic getting the bucket. And Saric kicks to Booker. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Over Ross. No good from Booker. The Magic have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Isaac shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No doubt the size of Isaac is a problem for the defense. Excellent at using that long frame to draw contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
Diallo, he's checked in for Saric. And the second free throw, good. Suns trail by 3. Passes it to Diallo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First one falls for him. So he gets them both. Al Fournier. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Ross. Good on both. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. They trail by 3. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Oubre can't get it to go.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw.
2-possession game now, but he'd still like to have back that one he missed.
Rubio, the pass to Diallo. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Ayton finds Oubre. Makes it off the glass.
Okay, that was a sweet move. Oubre, the lefty, hard to read off the bounce.
Orlando leading. Pass to Ross. Left side Fournier. Back to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
The Magic making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Diallo with it. He's against Gordon. And here's Booker from the arc. Good on the triple. And the Suns lead by 1.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Ross on the wing. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And Phoenix has possession following the bucket by Orlando. Ayton dishes to Oubre. Shoots over Vucevic. Misses off the right iron. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Ross, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Kelly Oubre.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Ayton against Vucevic. Count it, and the foul. DJ Augustine picks one up.
You wonder if Ayton's one of those guys who realizes just how physical and tough he can be.
Free throw drops for Ayton. And Brent, for all the success Booker has had as an individual, he's ready to focus on winning.
Well, focus on winning is one thing, but first focus on leadership, as this team has a new coaching staff, an opportunity with a lot of young talent. Devin Booker is the guy a lot of people are looking towards to make sure that Phoenix rises and finds a way into the playoffs.
Now here's Ross. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Suns have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Rubio finds Booker. Back to Rubio. To the paint. Here's Diallo. Lays it up and banks it in. Diallo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Augustine passes to Gordon. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. The pass to Vucevic. Fades, and the shot is good.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make him pay.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
Here is Rubio. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic, puts up a three, and there's Booker on the assist from Rubio. 14 points for Devin Booker.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Here's Augustine, and Orlando again with the bucket.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Now, here's Rubio. Booker outside. No good from outside. The Magic trail by 3. Augustine dishes to Ross. Back to Augustine to the left side wing. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Booker looking around. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Oubre Jr., difficult play there, but finds a way to get to the free throw line.
And whether or not he's making shots, you have to love what Kelly Oubre brings on defense.
Yeah, the versatility on the defensive end, maybe to a point, Kevin, where he can guard the 1 through 4 position, has this coaching staff excited.
Phoenix leading by 6. Diallo kicks to Booker over Ross. Again, Phoenix.
Booker doing a great job of taking advantage right now of the defense.
On defense, the Suns, they led by as many as 18 points. Here's Rubio. Pass to Oubre. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Ayton, the pass to Oubre. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And it's a 10-point Phoenix lead. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, DeAndre Ayton.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
I don't know if they expected him to have this much of an impact, but the timing couldn't have been better. They dropped 2 straight leading into this one and did not want to lose 3 in a row. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
He's off on the first.
2018, the first name called in the draft was one DeAndre Ayton out of Arizona. This guy is going to be around for a long time.
The Magic trail by 14. Here's Augustine. Passes it to Vucevic. To the right side. Now here's Isaac. Covered by Oubre. 5 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Oubre. Sharch has checked in for Diallo. Here's Ross. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Pass to Ayton. Out left to the wing. Rubio the pass to Booker. Lets it go with the three. Vucevic with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Sharch. The first one falls. No good on the second free throw.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Rubio with it. Sharch outside. Back to Rubio. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ayton. Rebound by the Magic.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Phoenix.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10. A platoon swap here for Phoenix. And so he makes both from the line. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Johnson outside. There's the pass to Jerome. 4 on the shot clock. And Bamba pulls it down.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Now here's Kaminsky. So the Suns win it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone.